5. Our last Crusader, the rise of a new world. A great war has raged for years between the scientifically advanced Empire and Nebulous, the realm of the witches, until the youngest knight ever to receive the title of the Empire's strongest meets the princess of the rival nation. Though they are sworn enemies, the knight is taken by her beauty and dignity, and the princess is moved by his strength and way of life. Will the fighting between them ever be allowed to end embroiled in a 100-year war? Young Iska is sent to assassinate the Ice Calamity Witch, Alice Elise. Meant to murder each other, their initial encounter on the battleground creates doubt in their missions, but finding common ground together would make them traitors to their own countries. Though circumstances previously made them enemies, their now conflicted hearts may just make them lovers. Number 4. Day I became a god. At the end of the last summer vacation of high school, Yauden Urakami spends his days preparing for the university entrance exams when a young girl named Hina suddenly appears, proclaiming herself as the god of omniscience. Yauden is confused and does not believe Hina when she tells him the world will end in 30 days. After witnessing Hina's godlike predictive ability, Yauden begins to believe her powers are real. Hina, who is innocent and childlike despite her supernatural powers, decides for some reason to stay at Yauda's home. Thus begins the start of their lively summer before the end of the world. Number 3. Fire Force. Spontaneous human combustion. A chaotic phenomenon that has plagued humanity for years, randomly transforming ordinary people into flaming, violent creatures known as infernals. While infernals make up the first generation accounts of human combustion, the second and third generations became known as pyrokinetics, people gifted with the ability to manipulate and control their flames while remaining human. To combat the infernal threat and discover the cause, the Tokyo Armed Forces, Fire Defense Agency, and Holy Church of Seoul produced their answer: the Special Fire Force. Young and eager third-generation pyrokinetic Shinra Kusaka, nicknamed Devil's Footprints for his explosive ability to ignite his feet at will, becomes a member of the lively Special Fire Force Company 8. Upholding the brigade's duty to extinguish the blazing infernals and lay their souls to rest, Shinra is determined to become a hero who will save the lives of those threatened by the flame terror. However, this is not the hero's game Shinra imagined. The Fire Force is a fractured mess of feuding brigades, abnormal infernal sightings are increasing all over Tokyo, and a shadowy group is claiming to have answers to the strange fire that caused the death of Shinra's family 12 years ago. Faced with many obstacles within and outside the Fire Force, Shinra fights to uncover the truth behind the burning mysteries that have kept him in the dark. Number 2. Over the moon. For you, having grown up ridiculed for his bizarre name, Nasa Yuzaki strives to be remembered for something more. Fortunately, it seems he's on the right path, ranking first in the nation's mock exams and set to enter his high school of choice. However, everything changes in a single night when he notices a girl across the street on his way home. Enraptured by her overwhelming cuteness, it's love at first sight for Nasa. But in his infatuated days, he fails to notice the approaching danger speeding down the road and finds himself at death's door. Barely alive thanks to the girl's intervention, Nasa musters the courage to confess his love to her, fearing she might otherwise vanish from his life. She accepts his proposal on one condition: marriage, to which Nasa gladly accepts before passing out from his injuries. Upon waking, however, the girl is nowhere to be found. After recovering from his injuries, Nasa tosses his previous ambitions aside and dedicates his life to finding the girl that captured his heart, yet several years pass to no avail. But one night, when an unexpected visitor comes knocking on his door, Nasa finds himself facing a woman that would forever change his world: his wife. Number 1. Jujutsu Kaisen. Idly indulging in baseless paranormal activities with the occult club, high schooler Yuji Itadori spends his days at either the clubroom or the hospital, where he visits his bedridden grandfather. However, this leisurely lifestyle soon takes a turn for the strange when he unknowingly encounters a cursed item. Triggering a chain of supernatural occurrences, Yuji finds himself suddenly thrust into the world of curses, dreadful beings formed from human malice and negativity. After swallowing the said item, revealed to be a finger belonging to the demon Sukuna Ryaman, the king of curses. Yuji experiences firsthand the threat these curses pose to society as he discovers his own newfound powers. Introduced to the Tokyo Metropolitan Jujutsu Technical High School, he begins to walk down a path from which he cannot return: the path of a jujutsu sorcerer.